Another week, another weekly reset. This is the weekly reset where we go over all the stuff for the week, such as Nightwave, Teshin, Descendia, all that stuff. So let's get into it. Let's begin with Nightwave, and there will be time codes in the description below if you want to skip to a certain section. But let's begin, like I said, with Nightwave. Catch 3 rare fish in the plains of Eidolon. Complete 3 nightmare missions of any type. Kill 100 XMS, okay. Kill the Profit Taker. Kill 30 XMS. These two kind of go together, which is fine because that means basically just for, just for actually playing Warframe. And then we have complete 15 missions and kill 500 enemies. So XMS is count as enemy, so we have that. So yeah, all these seem like they somewhat go together, except for the Profit Taker. You will have to somewhat go out to be way, but the Profit Taker mission is still a mission, so if you complete it, you will get a point towards that. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all, I suppose. And then we have, let me actually go through here so you guys can see these, because I try to make sure that you guys can see these when I hover over them. Steel Charge is probably what I'd go for out of all of these if I were you guys, because of the fact that not only is Steel Charge decent, but Steel Charge had 9 capacity, which means you'll get 18 capacity opposed to most other auras, which only have 7, which means you only get 14. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And then alternate helmets and alternate weapon skins. And then we have all this stuff here that you can get. These are fully built, by the way, Organ Catalyst and Organ Reactor. So once you buy them, they will be fully built. You won't get just the blueprint. You'll get a fully built Organ Catalyst or Organ Reactor if you so choose. Now let's visit our good buddy, good pal, Hologram Teshin, and see what he had to offer. A Zal ribbon mod. I didn't get to farm that many of these, unfortunately, this past week. I was able to get on maybe twice for streaming because of the holidays. So we'll see what happens this next week. We'll see. Feel free to tune in. It's either on the channel or on Twitch, where I might be streaming later on this week. I'm trying to be more consistent, but we'll see what happens. It's still like, real close to the holidays, so I'm still getting, everything in order. So we'll see. We'll see. The Circuit. Nidus, Octavia, and Hero. At about 3 of these, I'd say Hero might be the most annoying to get, only because I remember you'll have to do a spy to maybe get. I kept having to do the same spy with one of my viewers over and over again because the part wasn't dropped. So yeah, it was very annoying for me personally. The other 2 were super easy to get comparatively. But I'm going to pick Octavia because I just feel like it. Am I right? Or am I right? Moving on to the Steel Path. If you have all these Incarnon adapted like I do, the scanner is back. Just thought I'd mention that. Prisma scanner is awesome. It's my go-to melee if I'm being honest. And Incarnon Prisma scanner, just, yeah, brilliant. But if you have them all, you can come over here, and I like picking the two, and then, you know, I don't always do these missions, but if I decide to, it's there. I do like that that is something that I can do if I wish. Also, I do find it funny that all three of these shiver. So we'll see if I do end up doing this at all or not. Stay tuned to either this channel or feel free to check out my Twitch, link in the description below. The Archon Hunt. This is the Archon for the week, and the reward is an Amber Archon shard for this week. The Amber Archon shard is guaranteed as long as you complete all of the Archon Hunt, and if you happen to get lucky, you can get this to be a Talford variant, which Talford variants are just better. You'll get better stats and whatnot, but you are guaranteed at least a base of this Archon shard. This is the percentage that it will be Talford. It's higher or lower depending on when the last time you got this particular shard Talford. So yeah, and the Archon Hunt parts are Rescue, Interception, and Showdown, which I don't know if I want to do because, okay, so Rescue, not really a big fan, but okay. Interception annoys me sometimes, a lot of the time. I don't know, but usually I just end up sticking to it and doing it. So I'll probably end up doing it. And then Showdown, it just, and basically an assassination mission, but don't call it an assassination mission. The game doesn't like that, or it does sometimes. I don't know. Roll the dice, I suppose. Next we have Descendia. Descendia, I'm just going real quick, quickly scroll down and make note of the notable rewards. If you get to the bottom, you'll get former blueprint for normal mode, and then these rewards are for normal mode. Now, the Still Path rewards are different, as you see. You will be able to get these, and at the very bottom, it is going to be an Archon Catalyst blueprint. So that is the reward for descending to the bottom of the tower for this week. Now, if we go to the Sanctum, and then we travel over to Bird 3, we will see that Bird 3 has a shiny treasure, and that shiny treasure is a Crimson Archon shard. This Archon shard changes every week. Sometimes it could be changing to the same Archon shard, sometimes it could be different. It's worth noting that it's one per customer per week. So keep that in mind. You gotta be max rank with this syndicate, and the 30,000 standing is the cost. Just as a quickly reminder, that is the cost, meaning that you will be spending it to get the chart. It's not just a check to make sure that you have 30,000 standing, in case you were curious. But wait, there's more. If we go over here to Necroloid, you will see that these are individual parameters for Deep Archimedea, which I'll be honest, I'm surprised that still people lining up at Necroloid for Deep Archimedea. Do you guys participate in Deep Archimedea? I am interested to know, but If you don't fancy Deep Archimedea, that's okay. We just have to go to the universe where it's 1999 all day, every day. Visit Kaya, and we have Temporal Archimedea at the same option. Same type of format as far as individual parameters. These are only for you. And then, of course, we have these, which are, same type of format. You can have them on for extra bonus rewards. And then these are 1999 specific missions. Hopefully this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.